Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Welcome to the Hy-Vee Today Show. This is Tony Tone inside the Market Grill Express here at Hy-Vee. It is Thursday. So yesterday all day I thought it was Thursday, but today is the real day. It's Thursday, February 27th. The month is almost over. We had the weather forecast flash on one of the TV screens in here just a moment ago. It said it was going to be like 61 on Sunday, so that's really exciting. Of course, we kind of did this last weekend where we had really nice weather, and then they said that we were going to get the Snowmageddon that didn't show up. Right, so it just didn't show up. It went south of us, but man, they were scaring people with the forecast, and I'm okay with having missed out on that, right? So, but this weekend it does look good, and hopefully, I just would like to get a little bit of a spring. We've got kind of a look at the weather forecast online right there with AccuWeather.com. And that's the app I use on my phone is AccuWeather. I think it's pretty accurate. And look at that, 62 degrees on Sunday is what they have. And that's a heck of a way to kick off March, if you ask me. I just want to mention one thing before we get to our guests. We have Captain John's Seafood Fuel Saver that started yesterday, which is perfect timing since Lent kicked off yesterday with Ash Wednesday. And now it's time to come into the store. And if you are trying to maybe avoid meat on Fridays or just looking for healthy options, come into the store, go to the seafood department, check out everything that Captain John has back there. He's got some fantastic deals. The Captain Morgan breaded shrimp seems to be very popular, but then also his red Argentinian shrimp just continues to be a really good selling item for the good Captain John in the back of the store. So check that out, and we'll keep featuring his items throughout the course of the week on this show, which is just today and tomorrow, and then online. There it is right there. So you've got imitation crab, you've got Captain Morgan shrimp, you've got sea best tilapia, and it's all good, right? So if you're doing Lent, if you're not doing meat on Friday, options in the seafood department, and then below that, Chad, of course, we've got Boney's fish fry in the kitchen that'll start tomorrow and every Friday with a whole bunch of options. Again, perfect for Lent with catfish and catfish fillets. You can see it right there, tilapia, salmon. I don't even know what Billy Bob cod is, but it's fun to say. Billy Bob cod. So I like that. You know, it's fun to say, and I'm sure it's just delicious. So that is perfect. All right, we have, this is fun. So we have 3 guests with us in the studio, and then we have a guest on FaceTime. So this is pretty wild to have this for the first time. So with us, our friends from Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Kayla Beneful is here. Would you need me to turn a monitor around?
We just got to fire it back up.
Okay. Looks like we lost the signal. All right, so we've got Lutheran Living Senior Campus in the house, and for the first time, we're going to try and FaceTime with Dr. Stanley Matthew, who's with us via the technology of FaceTime. So this is exciting. Lutheran Living Senior Campus, now a sponsor of this program, and I'm excited to have everybody here. So Kayla's here, Randy Rogantine, thank you, and this is the toughest one, Stephanie Kronlage. Yes, I got it right. So 3 for 3, and this. You mean you moved my phone? Yeah. Doc, hang on. We're getting you plugged back in here, pal. This is cool. So we haven't done a FaceTime interview before, but there's always a first time for everything, right? So how are things? I guess we'll get Dr. Matthew on in just a second. There's a couple of things coming up that we can talk about. But overall, Randy, Stephanie, Kayla, how are things at Lutheran Living Senior Campus? You're probably not mad that we missed a snowstorm, right? The folks there are probably okay with missing a blizzard, right? Do you feel like when that bad weather shows up that it just makes people more anxious or stressed? Because, like, I don't like snow, but I feel like for folks that are, you know, as we get older, you know, the weather can be more challenging. So
I think the residents like to see the snow, and then they worry about all of us driving.
So. Oh, do they really?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep, they'll ask how far you have to come from.
Except for Kayla, because they know she's got a lead foot. Is that true?
Yes.
They're all concerned, except they know that Kayla's going to make it there. So as we're sitting here, it's the 27th of February, getting closer to the end of the month. Are you guys, how are things looking with respects to folks do you have any availability throughout the facilities at Lutheran Living Senior Campus?
We do. We have an open apartment. It's a 1-bedroom in assisted living.
Nice.
And then we also have several rooms available in our transitional care center, and a few available on long-term care.
Excellent. Yep. So if you're watching and you need to learn more, I would recommend getting a tour at least.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Transitional care is such a cool place, and we've talked about that before, just as far as people that are coming out of hospital stay and maybe not ready to go back home.
Right.
So they can come to the TCC. Did I get that right, Naria? Naria's fact-checking me over here. TCC at Lutheran Living Senior Campus is great. And look at that, he's on the screen. Yay. Dr. Stanley Matthew. So this is exciting. Doc, welcome to the show. I like that we're using FaceTime. This is pretty cool. How are you doing?
Tony, I'm doing great. It's an honor to be there with you. I've heard wonderful things about your program, and glad to be part of the Lutheran Living family.
Okay. So maybe if I move, Chad, what do you think if I move this one? All right, so Dr. Stanley Matthew, your background, you're coming to us, are you in Cedar Rapids right now? Is that where you're at?
Oh, you got it, Tony. So my primary office is in St. Luke's Hospital in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. About 2.5 months ago, we had the honor of partnering with Lutheran Living to help support some of their awesome patients and their wonderful staff that they have there. My background, I'm actually a physiatrist. It's not every day that you meet a doctor that's a physiatrist. We're physical medicine and rehabilitation doctors.
Okay.
So we help patients get back to full capacity after going through an unfortunate hospitalization. Oftentimes, Tony, the patients aren't ready to go home, as you had just mentioned, and they get out of the hospital, they're weak, their balance is off, their coordination is off, and we get to hang out with them with our awesome therapy team and get them back to full function and get them back to the lives they want to live.
That's fantastic. I didn't even know that was a type of, I mean, a physiatrist. Is that how you said it? Did I say that right?
And you got it. You got it. Often confused with psychiatry, but
Sure.
we are actually doctors of function, essentially. An easy way to think about it is we're non-surgical, spine, orthopedics, a mix of neurology, these sorts of things.
So did you have to go to school for a longer amount of time because you have to know, it seems like you have to know a variety of different things, right?
Tony, you got it. You got it. So after a year or two of medicine, which I did in New York, I had to complete extra training in physical medicine and rehab. I shared a little bit with you, but about 10 years ago, I moved to the great state of Iowa from New York City and thought I was going to be here for a year or so, but fell in love with this beautiful state. And it's just been extremely good to me and love working out here.
So the chance to help people, obviously, you get to do it a lot. And I think what's been so great as far as my relationship with Lutheran Living, when they rolled out their transitional care center, I didn't understand how much of a need there would be in this community, but it definitely exists for folks that are coming out of a hospital from a surgery, not ready to go home, but still wanting to be able to go home. So to be able to stop at the TCC to recover and then to get them, I bet there's just such a correlation with the success rate from folks that come to the TCC, Transitional Care Center at Lutheran Living Senior Campus, and then are able to go home. And not that it's about the amount of time that they spent at the TCC, but the quality of the services that are there, certainly, to get them ready to go back home, because that's ultimately everybody's goal, right? Is, you know, they get through the surgery, which can be tough, then to be able to recover and get them on their way. So I think it's awesome to have a rock star like yourself, even if you are a Yankees or Mets fan, as someone that's from the Chicago suburbs. I wouldn't hold that against you, certainly. But what a nice thing to have for folks at Lutheran Living Senior Campus, to have Dr. Matthew available to them. So that's exciting. So you have to feel good, right, about the facilities here in Muscatine, and with respects to how they're able to get people feeling better and able to go back home, right?
Tony, it's seriously an honor to be there. It's an aesthetically beautiful facility, but on top of that, the staff is second to none. They really love what they do. I tell a lot of my own teammates that, healthcare is not about us, it's about getting our patients better. If you have that mindset of our goals are to treat our patients like family members, they generally do really well. Unfortunately, hospitals are really governed by strict insurance rules.
Sure.
So for example, Tony, someone has a heart attack, unfortunately, the hospital only gets a very limited time to work with them.
Sure.
After that, you need phenomenal facilities like Lutheran Living to take the next steps of bringing a patient back to full health. So they do it really well, and we're excited to be there.
So, I mean, not only you go to school for a long time, but just I'm cheating and looking at your bio, and board certifications from the American Academy of Physical Medicine, Rehabilitation, American Board of Disability Analysts, and the American Board of Pain Medicine. So for you, continuous education, just like it is with everybody at Lutheran Living. And I always bring this up because I hope folks that watch this can understand that, yes, you're going to school for a long time, and yes, you can have experiences at work, but you have to be a constant learner so that you can stay up on all the technology and the services that are available, because that's just going to help the folks that you're serving. To your point, you're here to take care of people, and you have to stay on top of things. So for everybody here as well, along with yourself, Doc, I mean, you're probably learning and reading things every day, I imagine, right?
Hey, Tony, you have to. You have to. The world's evolving. Technology is taking over. Science keeps getting better. So absolutely, it's crucial to be an avid learner.
I tell you what, and it makes so much sense to have you under this umbrella called Lutheran Living Senior Campus. And again, I know you can't really see them, but you saw that they're with me. But Randy and Stephanie and Kayla, for you to have someone like Dr. Stanley as part of the team as medical director, it's a big deal, right?
It's a very big deal.
Yeah.
And it's been a great transition, and him and his team have all been very accommodating and just easy to work with. Yeah, so they're a very enjoyable team.
Right.
Very solid.
And again, we're all in this together, right? And I think that's what's so good about this. Everybody is working to help folks regardless of where you meet them, right? And that's what I think is so great, is this evolution that's happened with Lutheran Living Senior Campus over the last decade. It's more than just assisted living, right? I mean, you have just a myriad of services that are available. And I just love that we have the technology to be able to FaceTime with a doctor. I feel like I should ask Doc, like, you see anything? Do I need to worry about anything? How's my hair? Does that look good?
I do like that you're going on taking a break from meat and eating some fish for the next couple of weeks for Lent.
Well, we're always trying to do healthy better here, that's for sure. So with respects to getting Dr. Stanley J. Matthew, who's with us on FaceTime, involved, how often, Doc, are you going to be in town? I mean, with this technology, you're almost able to have like that's something that happen if you or Naria could hook you up, and Naria's been there for just a couple of years, and there is such a
decades.
Randy clarifies Naria's been there a couple of decades, but it is all about the quality of the care. But as you've mentioned several times this morning, Doc, it is the people and the staff. And everybody sitting here, you guys know that as well, how important it is to have a good team to ensure that you are able to take care of folks, right? Yeah. It's really exciting. So, so answer the question then: Yankees or Mets? Where do you find yourself as someone that's from New York?
Only 86 Mets is when I stopped, brother. So we're talking about Dwight Gooden, Darryl Strawberry. You remember the Golden Team?
Yep, I do. Can you find good pizza in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, or what?
No, but I'm constantly on a diet because I'm trying to look as good as you do, Tony. So I gave up. But there's plenty of great food all around. Absolutely.
I like this. I'm trying to get a hot take out of the Doc, and he's not doing it.
No.
He's not falling for it. Here's what I can't find in Muscatine, Iowa that I struggle with, being a Chicago suburban native. Nobody's got Italian beef, you know what I mean? Or a gyro, right? Like, that's tough. And not that I need more Italian beef in my life. I've had a lot. But maybe me and you, we get a side job and we got New York slices and Italian beefs. What do you think? Can I get you on the ground floor?
Tony, after Lent and after we get that fish down.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I can't even get them to crack, man. I tell you what, it's all that schooling. But, I hope your Mets have a good season, and it was nice for my Cubs to win the World Series a couple of years ago.
Absolutely.
Right.
Congratulations. Yes.
All right. Well, listen, I think we can probably let the Doc go, and I can talk to the ladies. But anytime you want to come back on, I'm so impressed with this technology to be able to bring you here and introduce you to this audience is just great. I mean, this is really exciting to have you. And like I said, I didn't even know that a physiatrist was a classification of doctor. That's super impressive. And to know that, what you're able to do for folks is great. And I love what you said, not everybody is going to have the same thing, same procedures done and the same type of recovery. Certainly, two people could have the same procedure, but are they going to recover the same way? Probably not, right? I mean, you've probably seen that time and time again.
You know it, Tony. You know it. It takes a team of professionals who know what they're doing. Our specialty actually helps support that. We understand not just the medical, but also the rehabilitation and functional piece, which is so important, and getting people back to what they want to do, whether it's golfing or going swimming. After a catastrophic event, people don't want to be the way they were when they're sick. They want to get back to who they were. So we always take that into consideration. But it's been an honor to be here, Tony, and I'd love to come back anytime you'd have me.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, and I know that this team is excited to work with you, and I hope to have you, whether it's FaceTime or if we bring you down and have you in the studio, that would be great. Thank you again. I appreciate it.
Have a great day.
You too. Take care. Bye. That is wild. That technology. What a sharp guy, right? So, all right. So this is a big deal to have. I didn't even know that was, Randy, a type of doctor, physiatrist. I don't even know how to say it if I'm saying it right. But so what was this process like to find a Dr. Stanley J. Matthew? By the way, cool doctor name, right? Mm-hmm. Dr. Tony T. Tone.
Oh my God.
But what was that like? I mean, did you do a rigorous search?
Well, I mean, obviously that's how we were going to plan it,
Sure.
since it's the medical director, and that's a very important role for our team and for our residents. But actually, Stephanie has a relative that works with Stan Matthew and had nothing but good things to say.
Wow.
So, of course, we brought him in to meet with him and see if he would be a good fit, and it was wonderful. And so it's been a very smooth transition. And to see that he has 3, nurse practitioners under him was also a huge benefit to us.
So yeah, and it seems like, again, with how healthcare is evolving, your business, Lutheran Living Senior Campus, had to change over the last decade. And you have to be able to have the different types of services available. And you can't just have one focus anymore. But it's just so impressive to me that you're able to have, that guy you can just tell he's sharp.
He is.
I can't
and
even
very
get him to crack
compassionate.
on talking
He's so
about
nice.
like sports, and that dude's like all business, and that's nice.
Yeah.
The level of care, like literal care, that it seems like a super awesome guy to have. And Stephanie, you just knew somebody a family member that works with him?
Yeah,
what are the odds?
I'm a therapist by background.
Yeah, sure.
So I've known about Dr. Matthew, and
Yeah.
therapists, we know what physiatrists are, because that's, kind of right
Sure.
up our alley. But my cousin is a charge nurse on the rehab unit that he is also a director on, and has just had the best things to say about him. And he's so well-spoken, and, just he's been awesome. It's been a great couple of months.
That's absolutely fantastic, and I'm super impressed with the tech to be able to pull that off.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He's just sitting in his office, right? That's so cool. So we have a couple of things coming up that we can talk about. One of them being today, right? So Kayla, this soup competition fundraiser today from 1 till 3 at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Who's making the soup? Did you make a soup? Are you good at making soup? I trust that you probably are.
She bought it frozen.
No, right?
No, I didn't.
Oh my God.
We have about 13 to 14 soups, and they're made by multiple people on our staff, as well as Sunnybrook. Sunnybrook is are bringing a soup as well.
Sure.
And I did make a soup. I made a potato soup,
Okay.
and it was not frozen. I promise.
Jeez Louise. I'm gonna move this bottle of Kahlua. It's National Kahlua Day. I don't want people to feel like sometimes we just have random stuff on the table. It's also National Strawberry Day. Not to say that you don't like Kahlua, but I don't want to disrupt the shot. All right, so this soup competition fundraiser 1 till 3 today. For $5, you can taste test and then vote for your favorites. And I love this. All the proceeds are going towards a new popcorn machine for the residents at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. They're going to try and get like the big movie theater stuff.
We have a big one now, but it's giantly old.
Giantly old. All right. So
we'll get another big one.
What a fun thing. You guys, 2 car shows last year, and that was to try and get a golf cart. To get people around, because Lutheran Living Senior Campus is just that, is a large campus. And now an event today for a popcorn machine. Yeah. So it's a lot of practical stuff, and I think that sometimes folks lose sight of that. If someone is watching and they haven't had someone that has used any of the services at Lutheran Living Senior Campus, they might not understand, having a popcorn machine, a golf cart, things that we take for granted as we go about, right? I parked my car in the lot this morning, walked across the lot, wasn't super out of breath. You know what I mean? But I feel like we're not, if it's not happening, or if you haven't had experience with someone that needs a little bit of extra help, they might not be able to empathize with what is going on under your roof. And that's where, by the way, any chance, maybe you just go eat some soup today and you check out how incredible Lutheran Living Senior Campus is.
Yeah, you're more than welcome.
But certainly for folks that have someone in their life, whether it is the TCC or the assisted living, or, talk for an hour about all the different things going on. But it's just about having them understand, when the time comes, if it's someone in your life that needs some services, they should come to see you guys, right?
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
More than welcome.
Please check it out. We talk a lot about the TCC, assisted living. Can we talk about some of the other services when you put up that Lutheran Living Senior Campus umbrella that fall under that? Some things that maybe we haven't highlighted enough over the years, or that are out there that you're doing every day to help people that maybe folks watching can't fully comprehend? Because again, there's a lot, and we can unpack it all, but maybe just a couple examples.
We also do outpatient therapy.
Okay.
So people can still be at home and come and receive their therapy services through us. Yep. And then we also do what's called a Med B. So instead of being skilled, it'd be a step down, so they can still receive those therapy services. We also have independent living. It's just a big umbrella of you can start in the condos and go to independent living, assisted living, and then you just stay on the same campus, which is really nice.
Yeah, and I was going to say, to have everything there is so convenient for everybody, right? And Stephanie, I know, I mean, obviously you love what you get to do. Everybody here does. And sometimes it is in Naria, and I've talked about, and Kayla, same thing, just these, day-to-day interactions with folks.
Yeah.
And it might just seem like a small conversation to some, but boy, it can make a big difference, right?
Big difference, yeah. And we've been on a really big push this year to increase our activities and increase our involvement with activities. So Randy's doing movies a couple of times a month.
It's fantastic.
With the residents and the popcorn machine.
Yep.
Right.
So tomorrow she's doing
Rear Window.
Rear Window.
Oh my gosh, a classic.
Yes, good one. Yep.
What time is that?
1:30.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna watch Rear Window.
Love that movie.
Super cool.
My husband makes fun of me, but I love it.
Why? It's a great
I know.
classic.
I
Nobody
don't
watches
know.
Rear Window anymore. That's super cool. But
Yeah.
right, I mean, sometimes it's just that, like watching a classic film, getting people together, and I imagine, and I don't know firsthand, right, but I can imagine that for folks that are, whether it's independent or assisted living, those first couple of weeks, months are probably tough. Right? Because as we get older, all we do is get more stubborn, right? Now, Kayla, you're like 17, so you probably don't know this yet. I'm just kidding. How old are you?
24.
Holy gosh. So you're not stubborn yet, right?
Well,
Oh my gosh.
It'll be interesting to see
You know-
how much more stubborn I get as I get older.
Wait till you turn 25. It's all downhill.
I know. July.
Oh boy. I like how nobody cuts Kayla any slack. It's fantastic. But it's true, right? We do get more stubborn by nature. I've tried to identify my stubbornness as I've gotten older. It's certainly hereditary for me. But I just wonder, like, is it about having things, not that there's like constantly things going on, it's like a circus atmosphere, but you were able to probably identify, hey, this, Jane Doe or John Doe, they just got here having a tough time. What can we do to try and reach them? So what is that process like? Because you don't want to probably be overbearing, but I also feel like some folks don't come out of their shell right away. So if you can just kind of like, maybe is it like fishing where you're like, we got this going on?
When
Are you
anybody
interested?
comes in activities, they go and do an interview with them to see, like, historically, what their lifestyle was like, what their interests are, and then they bring that back to the team so that everybody can get that snapshot of, how we can help. But also we have a really solid social service team, and then they get involved as needed as well, just so that we can have that extra support.
It's really nice. So you vet the people, the folks that are coming in, so you know what, if they hate movies, you're like, guess what? No Rear Window.
Right.
We got
Right,
it.
no.
Maybe you want to go for a walk. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yep.
Maybe Naria wants to hang out, play cards with Naria or something. She's got like a
That's a good
gambling
idea.
racket. Yeah,
That's a good idea. I like
Casino
that.
night, right? Or what?
Our culinary director is doing Cooking with Angie. So if you enjoy cooking,
Yeah,
then,
that was fun.
They can do that activity. This month, we did a homemade angel food cake
And ice cream.
and ice
Homemade ice
cream.
Yeah.
Made ice
Each
cream?
resident had their own bag, and Angie got everything all set up for them, and then they'd squish it around, and then
Naria was shaken.
Naria was she was helping.
Making milkshakes over there. Naria's giving me a hard time. I would love to come call bingo. And I love doing bingo. I'm probably the best bingo caller in Muscatine. I've done it so much.
Ooh.
Nobody's done it better than I. Maybe Dr. Stan. Right? I just like the guy. Look, Brad, will you zoom in on this headshot of this guy? He's just he's a sharp dressed doc.
Always.
I feel super
Always.
I'm in a polo, and we talked to that guy right there. Look at that suit. Right?
With the handkerchief.
I also just like the transplant. There he is. The transplant, New York, because you can hear the accent a little bit,
occasionally,
right?
yeah.
And he's in Iowa. It's
Yep.
fantastic. What a rock star to have, a part of an already great team, and that needs to be said. And I can't say it loud enough. Your team is fantastic, and what you do for people is worthy of being praised. And I hope that obviously you're in this line of work, everybody that's here, and you know that you make a difference. And I know that it can be, I can't even imagine some of the stress and emotions that can come with the job, but you're all there for a common good. And then when I get to see pictures like that from the Facebook page,
Yeah, he
right?
became a sweetheart, and he became a sweetheart for Valentine's Day, and he got emotional, and it's cool to see how you can make their day.
Yeah, you know what? You've never given me a crown, ladies, so that's fine.
Were you worthy
Right?
of one?
Oh, Naria, I'm so glad that we don't have a microphone on Naria. She's referenced this bingo thing twice now. But no, you do a great job with events and activities for folks that are at Lutheran Living Senior Campus already, and then getting the word out. And that's part of the reason why we're here, right? To just keep talking about the option. I love these pictures. They're so great.
Yeah, that was a really fun day.
Man. And again, the space that you guys have is just, it's gosh, look at how that's the best, right? And you've been highlighting employees, which I also like, and I feel like I have some semblance of how big the team. How many people, Randy, are you employed?
It's around 240.
240 people at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. That's a big
It is.
deal.
A lot of people.
So soup fundraiser today, 1 till 3. I love these. These
fun?
Valentines. Whose idea was this? Kayla, was this yours?
Actually, it was Randy's idea. She brought it to my
A friend of
attention.
mine sent me some pictures of another facility that did it. So yeah, so we did it too.
That's
Yeah, it was
super
fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is laughter really the best medicine? Because
In
I feel
my
like
house it is.
amoxicillin is the best medicine.
Well, I mean, if you want to get
Do
technical,
you have
sure.
any amoxicillin? Can I have some?
No, I don't really.
My pharmacy manager says that I can't just take amoxicillin for everything that ails me, and I tell her that she's wrong. And what do I know? She went to school for 9 years. But that was such a cute idea.
Yeah,
with
it was
the
fun.
Valentines,
Yeah, it was a
right?
lot of fun.
Again, there's a lot of serious and business that happens, but at the same time, having the events and activities and just meeting people where they're at. And that TCC, holy smokes, the Transitional Care Center, super nice. I mean, honestly, I want to ask this, and I don't know if it's, not that I haven't asked dumb questions before. Is there an age minimum for the TCC? If somebody, follow me on this, if somebody out there is like 45, maybe they're not married, single, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm having big surgery and I'm not going to be able to go home right away. How does that work? I mean,
So there's no age limit or starting range. It's all about if we can meet their care needs and if there's somebody that, see what the insurance, what they qualify for, those types of things. But Nuria always just screens each patient and makes sure that we can fully, yes, she does, make sure that we can fully meet all of their medical needs. So
what's the average length of stay at your transitional care center? So they're coming from the hospital. Can you give me an example of and I don't need specific names, obviously we can't do that with HIPAA stuff, but what is it commonly that you're having? Is it like a knee, back, arm, shoulder? Does it even matter? Stephanie, Randy, is it just they come to Lutheran Living?
it kind of wavers. We get a lot of hip replacements, those types of things.
Great
But
example.
we work under what's called an ACO, and so they give you average length of stay for each diagnosis.
Okay.
And so let's say that an elected hip replacement, their max day of coverage would be 12 days.
Okay.
So, but we average in general with all of our TCC patients an average of 12 days.
And when they're there, it's not, nobody's just like kicking back and relaxing, right?
No.
It is about, and you have the space, Stephanie, to get them rehabbed.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just as little as being able to get up out of bed or get in and out of a chair, in and out of bed, right? I mean, especially if you're talking about hips. So how much of their day for the folks that are going to be at the TCC are they rehabbing? I mean, is it hours a day?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's hours a day. So we have physical, occupational, and speech therapy services. So pretty much every patient gets all 3 services when they're at the facility. And yeah, it's an hour each for each discipline. So
That's fantastic.
Like 2.5 to 3 hours a day.
My grandpa, Bill, my mom's dad, had a lot of strokes, and strokes are debilitating, right? And he developed aphasia, and I know a little bit about that because I took an awesome speech class when I was at St. Ambrose that was taught by this guy named Bob Bales, who ran part of the AEA in the Quad Cities. And aphasia, so I wonder, do you deal with a lot of folks that are recuperating from strokes? I mean, I think my grandpa had, I don't know, 8 to 10 strokes in, from 1999, 2000 to up until he passed in 2004, if I'm not mistaken. Is that part of some of the services that we're able to, and I don't know where that came from, I was just thinking about my grandpa, I guess, but is that something that we're able to help folks with?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So we have 2 speech therapists on campus, so they will work with folks with aphasia.
Sure.
So, difficulties with their speech, difficulties with their, if they can take in what other people are saying, so expressive and effective language. They look at breath support for speaking. They also look at swallow. So our speech team is stellar. They're top notch and really have an awesome success rate for strategies for those folks.
And the thing
I
that's,
came to
it's been-
Lutheran Living
it's been a long
transition.
time, but from what I recall, with aphasia. And my grandpa's, he knew that this was a bottle of Kahlua, but he would say, "Pass me the hammer." And we're like, and I remember sitting at their kitchen table and thinking, like, he's saying, "Grandma, he wants the hammer, but I think he means the salt."
Right.
Yeah.
Right? And super frustrating for me.
Yeah.
Right? Because, and strokes are, and that's maybe something that, I don't know if we've ever talked about on this show, but certainly can be totally debilitating, but there is a lot of, opportunity to recuperate and recover from that. And it starts with really identifying what's happened. So it's just one of the things that I wanted to mention, because again, we could talk for an hour or longer about everything that happens at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Here's a spotlight on David, right? So this is somebody's day-to-day trying to get better, and it's gotta be, the patient, right? Some of the onus has to be on them.
Yep.
As much as your skilled staff is ready to go, but the patients have to be ready to do the work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Especially if it's going to be in that TCC part of the building. Car show this year. What's the verdict?
Yes.
Yes. Do we have a date?
It will be Grandparents' Day, so
Okay.
I believe it's September 13th
Nice.
for
Okay.
Grandparents' Day.
So only one this year.
Only one.
We learned our lesson
I
last
thought we
year.
could do 3 car shows
my
this year,
goodness.
everybody. Yeah.
We do have some events coming up
Okay.
here in the near future.
Sure.
We're doing our 4th annual art show March 27th
Okay.
from 5:30 to 8. So
Great.
we're adding a new element this year. We're gonna display children's art
Cool.
from our staff. So that's something
Yeah,
that's super
nice.
neat this year. That's different. We also are gonna do an Easter egg hunt April 4th
Sweet.
at 10 a.m. So
Nice. Naria, probably you Easter Bunny or no?
Oh, that's a
for-
great idea.
I have a costume if you need one.
I like
I mean,
it.
I have the Easter Bunny's phone number. What did I say? Easter Bunny's phone number, not a costume.
Right.
yeah, no.
It's.
It looked
You just
good.
want to be at the Easter
I
Bunny.
don't. I'm too tall. You know how tall I am? I'm like 6'5". I know you don't.
Very tall.
Thank you. I tried to put on the bunny suit last year. Let the record state, because and I don't want to get into it, but I had to teach my bunny how to wave better. So that's a whole other story. Naria, you'd be a tremendous bunny. Love to see you. I love that she's off camera. People think I'm just talking to myself. So that's good though. So there is a lot coming up, including today. Again, if you're watching live, 1 till 3, go eat some soup at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Taste test them. Vote for your faves. $5 trying to buy a popcorn machine. Or if you're just rich and you want to just buy a popcorn machine for the folks at Lutheran Living Senior Campus, I think that's a great idea. And then Grandparents' Day, car show. Great, your car show. I mean, yes, the first one rained a lot, but that second one was fantastic.
Yeah, it was very good.
Awesome.
We
And
had
I'm
a good turnout.
assuming, knowing y'all, that you probably also picked a day where there's maybe not a Hawkeye football game in Iowa City. Is that a consideration?
Well, we moved it to a Sunday, so
Oh, it's a
it'll
Sunday.
never.
Oh.
It will
it'll
never affect a football game. But
Yeah.
yes,
I
that
thought
was.
Grandparents' Day
yeah.
was on a Saturday. So good.
That
Even
was
better.
definitely
So,
taken in
yeah.
consideration.
I just want to look at my calendar really quick because that car show was awesome and you had so many people come out. Yeah, so Sunday, September 13th probably is the date. Okay, and that seems like a ways away, whatever, but it'll be here soon. And we had really great experience. There were some super cool vehicles. And again, if we can bring folks to Lutheran Living Senior Campus for a car show, for Easter egg hunt, for a soup fundraiser, and just have, Halloween, you had how many people, Randy?
Filled the whole
17,000?
driveway,
It was
all the way
very-
down to the street.
It was back-to-back people in the facility walking around.
Would you be okay, Stephanie, Randy, Kayla, if Halloween wasn't like a blizzard this year?
That would be really nice.
But the residents had to be so excited,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I
They
mean,
definitely were buzzing about it the next morning.
Yeah.
That's all they talked about. So, people are welcome to come,
Yeah,
definitely.
and Naria was buzzing because she was squirreling away candy in her office, probably, right? She had a little sugar buzz going on. Oh, look, Naria let somebody borrow her hat. That's very nice. That was a good zinger right there.
That
Look at
was.
Yeah, Naria's car is her car is parked right around the corner. I saw the broom. All right, so listen, I love you. We'll get a bingo date. Tony calls bingo at Lutheran Living Senior Campus soon in exchange for a bottle of Kahlua. All I have to give Naria.
I thought it was olives.
I like olives, yes, green olives. And I don't need any more.
I was
I'm
gonna
good.
say, I think-
I don't need any more green olives. I still have a thing that's like,
Yeah, I remember.
yeah, that's this big. It's great to see all of you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for introducing us to Dr. Stanley J. Matthew. We FaceTime a doc on the show.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
That's super cool. I might just keep his number in case I got any questions. Hey, Doc, will you take a look at this? What do you think this is? Like, that's not what my specialty is, lose my number. No, sorry, I got your number now, Doc. I'm just going to FaceTime you like, what do you think about this mole right here? Does this look normal? No, I'm not going to do that, although
We don't want to lose him.
you don't want to lose him. What a sharp guy, though, right?
He
I
is.
mean, real deal. So, and just again, you know, Dr. Matthew, his interests include pain management, spine, musculoskeletal.
Skeletal.
Say that?
Musculoskeletal.
Musculoskeletal medicine. Holy smokes. I mean, other words that I can't pronounce. He's the real deal, and he's part of the team now as medical director. That is a big deal to have him, and everybody else is already a rock star. We know that. We love the team at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Thank you for being here. Good luck. Kayla, are you hoping to win? Anybody else making a soup for this today, by the way? Anybody else competing? Randy, what did you make?
I made a vegetable beef and
Okay.
chili.
Wow. Stephanie, you make anything?
Chili.
Nice. Nuria?
Creamy chicken
Creamy chicken and wild rice. Whose do you think is best?
Nuria can really
Maria's
cook.
really good at making
Really?
soup.
Yeah, she's a really good cook.
She brings us soup a lot.
Really?
Different ones, fancy ones.
High praise. Have you seen my husband? She says. Not as much as I see you. High praise for Nuria Strickland, who's right over here, everybody. Off camera, but never too far away, literally. Just a couple steps, almost too close. All right. Thank you again for being here. It's great to see you. Kayla, thank you.
See you.
Randy, pleasure.
Thank
Stephanie,
you.
thank you
Good
so
to
much.
see ya.
Nuria, Air 5 for you. And again, the newest member of the team as medical director, Dr. Stanley J. Matthew, who FaceTimed with us. I would love to get him on the show if he's in town. It'd be great to have him here. But I also like that we can just FaceTime people.
Yeah.
It's super cool. All right, so chat, cart cam. All right, we'll go to the Toyota Muscatine cart cam. We'll let the ladies get back to work, although Maria says she's going to take the long way. I don't know what that. What's with the balloons near Starbucks, by the way? What's happening out there? There's some type of like, I mean, are they all, what are they, like limes and lemons? I don't understand. Is it a new drink at Starbucks? There's kiwis. Kayla's saying there's kiwis, Tony. So that's kind of cool. And there's a big old display of strawberries because guess what? It's National Strawberry Day. My wife says that my daughter is watching the show, so that's cool. Hello, Lucy. Got a little bit of a fever because, you know, everybody's sick. Everybody's sick everywhere. I feel like I just wash my hands and take a bath in hand sanitizer. That's all I'm trying to do. Hi, Nuria. Bingo.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Celebrity bingo.
Celebrity bingo. Who's the celebrity besides you? Not me. Oh, wow. No autographs, please, Nuria. Look at that. That's a good-looking display. I can't talk. That's a good-looking display of strawberries. And you can see how we're saving you money on those as well. And, yeah, National Strawberry Day. I'm a fan of strawberries, right? In front of me, I've got some Driscoll strawberries, which are probably the best if I have, you know, if I can offer that opinion up. I'm a big fan of Driscoll products. Driscoll blueberries are really good. Blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, and that is a big old display. Maybe do a little ready whip, a little whipped cream on there. Watch me whip, watch me nay-nay. So it's National Strawberry Day. It's National Toast Day. Get your carbs. Good toast here in the Market Grill Express, by the way. You know why? They've got this thing of like melted butter they just put right on the toast. It's just tremendous. And it's National Chili Day. So Steve has the Toyota Muscatine car cam in aisle 2 looking for some chili beans, right? And we have found some chili beans. Mm-hmm. So not only can I call bingo really well, I'm a pretty good chili competition judge. I've judged a lot of chili. And Steve putting some moon cheese. Moon cheese. Which is one of those products that people like. It's like a low-carb snack option that they have at Starbucks. So check that out. That's aisle 2 if you're making chili on National Chili Day. It's also National Polar Bear Day, and it's Retro Day. So if anybody out there is all about that retro life, maybe you're listening to some vinyl records while eating your strawberries and making, hey, by the way, you know what I wouldn't turn down is a White Russian. Right? Not like Vladimir Putin, like a White Russian drink. that you make with Kahlua. You know how easy it is to make a White Russian? It's on the back of the bottle of Kahlua, Brad. Look at that. It's so easy. White Russians for everybody. When was the last time I had a White Russian? It's been a while. I like that the Kahlua is in a plastic bottle. Is it always in plastic bottles? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. Yeah, so for a White Russian, all you need is Kahlua, little Absolute vodka, or any vodka, I guess. They're promoting Absolute. And then 1 part heavy cream. Ooh-wee. White Russian sounds good. And they look good, right? They're aesthetically pleasing, the White Russian drink, right? And they're approved by the Big Lebowski. The dude abides, man. Science energy drink. With no calories and no sugar. All right. Did I mention all of that? Yeah, so National Toast Day, National Chili Day, National Strawberry Day. There's so many of these national days. Some would say too many, right? But maybe you come into the store, you go to Wine and Spirits, you get yourself a bottle of Kahlua for National Kahlua Day. We have got Thursday night steak dinner cooked tonight. So you don't have to worry about any cooked really eat, and we'll get you all squared away for that. Captain John's Seafood ad right through Friday. I got a little accent all of a sudden. Captain John got some good deals for you just in time for Lent. This is on the back page of the Discover Muscatine newspaper in your mailbox, right? Check out the deals. Imitation crab, Captain Morgan breaded shrimp, Sea Best tilapia, Jumbo Argentina raw shrimp, the staple in the seafood department, probably one of the better items. Man, they're just big shrimp. How about some tuna steaks? Those look good. And imitation crab salad. So Lent officially started yesterday. If you're observing Lent, you probably did some ashes for Ash Wednesday. Maybe you gave something up for Lent. In my column in the paper this week, I talk about trying to giving up pessimism. I'm not really a pessimistic person. If anything, I'm kind of an eternal optimist. I've always tried to be optimistic, but certainly there are times when you get a little pessimistic. So my goal is to shake the pessimism. It's also fun to say. Hello to Casey, who's watching. So Casey and her husband and their son, Bennett, I believe, they were at the almost Mardi Gras event. And I think Bennett is, and Casey can correct me, he's got to be close to 2 years old. He was having a good time. I played Baby Shark for him, and he was so happy. You want to make little kids happy at an event? Play Baby Shark. Do I play Baby Shark at every wedding that I DJ that kids are at? Yes. Do I tell the bride and groom that I'm going to do it? No. Nope. Will it ever get old? Absolutely not. Right? It'll never get old, except for when my daughter tries to tell Alexa in our house to play Baby Shark, and it sounds like this. Alala, Baby Shark. Alala, Baby Shark. That she can almost say it, right? She's close. She's close to being able to say Alexa, Baby Shark, but what comes out is Alala, Baby Shark. And then she'll say Alala, We Will Rock You, which is code for Alexa play We Will Rock You, because she loves We Will Rock You by Queen. And then when that song starts, she starts going, the baby, 17 months old. She can kind of beatbox. She's going to be a white rapper. Lucy Loco, the white rapper. So that's what she does. She's I want to film it. I want to film her trying to get Alexa to play a song so that we can get on Ellen, and then I can use my kid to get rich and retire. Isn't that, what's the point of having kids if you can't use them, right, to get rich and then vicariously, like, come on, kid. Say some cute stuff. So close to saying it. Casey saying that her son is 15 months old. Okay, I was a little off. But he was loving that Baby Shark. Baby Shark. Baby Shark. She's so close to saying it, man. It's super cute. But not just yet. All right, tomorrow and Saturday, there is a 2-day fuel saver going on here at the store. It's happening with some good deals. I figured you guys weren't too far. Opportunity to save on gas and on some good deals. So with every $50 you spend 25 cents on the fuel saver, I think I have $1.37 on my fuel saver. And then after you load up the fuel saver, you go over to Hy-Vee gas. You see folks like Beth, and you get taken care of at Hy-Vee gas. Maybe you go inside the gas station and you get 5 cents put back on the fuel saver if you pump 10 gallons. Don't pay full price at the pump if you don't have to. You know who doesn't have a fuel saver? Walmart. You know who doesn't have a fuel saver? Fairway. You know who doesn't have a fuel saver? Aldi. You know who's owned by a company in Germany? Aldi. Yikes. So groceries turning into cheap gas. It's an awesome deal. And I'm a fan. Like I said, I have $1.37, and I will probably have to get gas tomorrow. And it's okay. Like, I don't feel bad when I coast into work on fumes, right? Because there's a gas station in my parking lot. So, I mean, don't do that. I'm not going to tell you to, it's like, Jesus, take the wheel, put it in neutral, going downhill, running out of gas. Don't do that. But do use the fuel saver and come in tomorrow and Saturday to take advantage of that. I'm so happy that there's no snow. We got sunshine this morning. We're doing the show right now. It's 9:21 on Thursday. It just looks good. It feels good outside. And all of that fake blizzard that didn't show up. Oh, my gosh. People were so mad. Like, I don't know why. I wasn't mad. Look at that. That's a live shot outside the parking lot here from inside the Market Grill Express. Just looks good, right? People were giving all these meteorologists a hard time. Like, I'm so glad that I'm not a meteorologist. I mean, I got pretty thick skin, literally and figuratively. But, man, they were giving these meteorologists the business. Like, they saw a storm, and then it changed, and they let y'all knew that it wasn't going to snow, and then people were, like, just harping on them. And I don't think it's right. I mean, again, I'm not a meteorologist, but, like, that's what happened. They saw, like, oh, it might snow a lot, and then it changed, and then it changed again, and then we didn't get anything, and people were just taking shots at them. It doesn't do me any good to take shots at meteorologists because it's a tough gig, and it's not my job, right? Ain't got to worry too much about it. Brand new hot deals on the front page of the Hy-Vee ad. So inside that Discover Muscatine newspaper this week, you got that Hy-Vee ad. A little bit lighter, right? A little bit of a smaller ad, but hot deals on the front that will get y'all taken care of. I think about how much laundry we do at my house. The real MVP of the house is the washer and dryer. I mean, we're doing at least 1 or 2 loads of laundry every day. Times that by 7. You know how much laundry that is? Too much. So there's a good deal on Tide, right? You got some digital coupons with the Hy-Vee app and a fuel saver. That's a better deal. Tide. We don't have like a preferred brand of laundry detergent at the house. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if there's a laundry detergent company that wants to sponsor the show, hey, this is Tony Tone for Jeff's Laundry Detergent. It's Tide, just in the bottle with Jeff written on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have a favorite brand. I think they all are intended to clean your clothes. I did find it funny that people were just discovering that after, you take your laundry detergent and you pour it in the lid and then you pour it in the machine. Like, yes, of course, you could take the plastic lid and put it in the washing machine to clean it if that's what you want to do. I don't do that. I just take it off the shelf, screw the lid off, pour it in, and then I just kind of put it back on top. But it was like this whole thing in the last couple of weeks. People were like, I didn't know you could put the cap. Of course, go ahead. And then there's some folks that are just using like the Tide Pods or whatever. That's fine. I mean, as long as you're washing your clothes, right? Just something you got to do. And we do too much laundry in my house, that's for sure. I just had a question asked. Do we have any pizza fish? I don't know if I have any pizza fish for Lent. It's not a bad idea, though, for folks that are, right, if you're not doing meat on Friday. What about a catfish pizza? I mean, people have hot dog pizza, right? Red Hot Brian Scott watching in Peoria, where I think it snowed. He's commenting right now on Facebook. Did it snow in Peoria? Hello, Peoria. This is Larry King. Hello, Peoria. That's what this show is missing. Smoking. That's what we're missing on this show. Hello, 2020 Larry King would just be vaping. Hello, Peoria. Larry King. Right? I mean, that dude used to smoke on TV. It's crazy. Hello, Peoria. All right, a couple of things that we're going to get out of here. The Bags for a Cause. If you want to support the Muscatine Community YMCA, come to the store get one of our reusable grocery bags. They're $2.50, and $1 from each bag will be donated to the Muscatine Community YMCA. I'm hopeful, of course, that the Y will take all the money collected from this month of February and maybe give it to Special Olympics, since the Muscatine County Board of Supervisors considering cutting some funds for Special Olympics, which I think is a terrible idea. So come to the store, the Bags for a Cause reusable grocery bag, $2.50 right when you walk in on the floral entrance, which is right over there. And no, this tattoo does not stand for Taco Tuesday. Tony Tone. I have told people a lot that it stands for Taco Tuesday, which is trademarked by Taco John, so I say that without getting sued. But this tattoo... So because people will ask, right, what does that tattoo mean? And I've told a lot of people it stands for Taco Tuesday, and one time I ate 83 tacos, and they don't bat an eye, which makes me feel really self-conscious about my weight. So no, what it stands for is Tony Tone, and I was born in 83. I have never eaten 83 tacos. And again, Taco Tuesday, trademarked by Taco John. So I say that without wanting to get sued. Okay, so I put it out there. You guys own the trademark. I know you do. All right, so come in and get the Bags for a Cause. Support the Y. They're $2.50, like I said, and $1 from each bag that you purchase goes to the YMCA. Whoa, what a show. What a show we're having. National Kahlua Day. And everybody's getting a White Russian. There's other drinks you can make with Kahlua. An espresso martini, or what does that say? A mind eraser? That's a drink that's on the back of this. It's 1 part Kahlua, 1 part Absolute Vodka, and 1 part club soda. I'm not making that up, Brad. Please show these people that I'm not making this up. There's the White Russian recipe on the back, horses in the back, the espresso martini, and the mind eraser. Red Hot Brian Scott says they did have snow in Peoria, and West Jordan, who's also in Peoria, says crab rangoon pizza. That is the solution. Crab rangoon pizza if you're doing Lent. We do have crab rangoon pizza. It's different. That's my review. Welcome to Tony's Pizza Review. Crab rangoon pizza. It's different, which is code for I didn't really care for it, but it's a thing. And if you love crab rangoon pizza, come in and try it, darn it. I've tried hot dog pizza. Look at me. There's been not a lot of pizza that I haven't tried in my life. Crab rangoon pizza. I love crab rangoons. I do. You know this. Steve's handing me a note. Oh, what is this, a paragraph? What, do I got time to read a paragraph? Oh, perfect. Let's hang. Hey, buddy, let's hang tight and talk about this in a minute. This is good. Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. All right. Yeah, I also just would like a pizza now. Trust me. You know what's boring is cauliflower crust pizza. It's not boring, but it's not the same. It's good. I get it. But man, I miss a deep dish Chicago-style pizza that you cut into, and it's like this thick, and it's just carbs. It is a carb hug. Ooh! And we have that here, by the way. All right, I want to mention a couple of things, and then we're going to get out of here. The Aisles Online smartphone app. So this will be twofold. Aisles Online, order your groceries on your phone. Shameless plug for St. Ambrose, hoping they'll erase some student loans. Download the Aisles Online app. It's right there for an iPhone, Android device. You can go to Hy-Vee.com/grocery. You can shop from the comforts of home. And then on Tuesday and Thursdays, today being Thursday, we will go to Wapello, where we have a grocery pickup location, right? So if you are in Wapello, your local grocery store closed almost 2 years ago now, you can shop online and select the Wapello pickup location as it says on the screen right now. And we will be there Tuesdays and Thursdays between 7 and 8 p.m. And I need to talk about this more because we do have a lot of customers that we take care of in Wapello, and we appreciate it. But there's more, right? So whether you're in Wapello or the surrounding areas and you don't want to drive to Burlington, why not just jump online? You could do it from your phone, and then we come to you. Talk about service. We're coming from Muscatine to Wapello twice a week with groceries, right? Walmart ain't doing that. Fairway don't even have computers, and Aldi, no. So we're coming from Muscatine to Wapello to take care of you. So please, if you're in the area, use the service. It's great, right? Aisles Online on your phone. or go to Hy-Vee.com/grocery. Faye on Facebook says, talking about pizza, let's talk about Hy-Vee's dessert pizza. Yeah, listen, Faye, I would like to talk about desserts all day, right? I would love to open this bottle of Kahlua and pour it onto some strawberries because it's National Kahlua and Strawberry Day. Hy-Vee dessert pizza, a great option. My favorite, blueberries. Blueberry dessert pizza, hot take. Maybe you've never had it. It's good. And then last but not least, Steve reminded me that it is National Chili Day. I'm next Sunday judging chili again, 3rd year in a row. Grace Lutheran chili cook-off coming in hot. I can't wait. I don't eat chili except for when I judge it in chili contests. So I'll be at Grace Lutheran Church Sunday, March 8th, judging chili, and then I'll be sleeping on the couch Sunday night. All right, I want to mention couple bingo dates coming up for folks that have been asking. Saturday, March 21st, we're going to have rock and roll bingo back in the Market Grill Express, 7 o'clock on the dot in my drop top cruising the streets. So that's rock and roll bingo. Listen to a song, look at your sheet of paper, check it off if you have it. And then on March 23rd, a regular bingo back in the Market Grill Express. Both of them are in here in the Market Grill Express. We had 95 people for our first rock and roll bingo. So if you want to call and save your seat, I recommend, you have to have a reservation, right? I'm going to say that. Reservations required for rock and roll bingo. 563-264-2219 will make the phone behind the bar ring. 563-264-2219. Okay, so that's the phone number. Call and reserve your seat for rock and roll bingo if you feel so inclined. Okay? We'll get you taken care of. And then regular bingo Monday, March 23rd, back here in the store. Again, 7 p.m. for that as well. All right, I want to say thank you to our guests that were here. We had a lot of fun. I can't believe we pulled off a FaceTime interview. That was super cool. Now I feel like we could FaceTime Alice Cooper when he comes to Davenport to rock at the Adler Theater in April. I think that shows like April 8th. Let me look at my phone here. I got 700 text messages. I think it's Wednesday, April 8th is the Alice Cooper show at the Adler Theater in Davenport. We're hoping to have tickets to give away to that, by the way, on this show. And maybe we FaceTime with Alice Cooper. Kind of a trip, right? I've talked to Alice several times over the years, and we'll see. But we did FaceTime this morning with Dr. Stanley J. Matthew, who is the new medical director with Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Very nice guy. He's from New York. Now, he didn't really have that kind of an accent. He wasn't like, oh, I'm Dr. Matthew, right? It was a little bit more subtle. It wasn't as pronounced or dramatic. New York. But it was there, and I do like a nice accent. So Dr. Stanley J. Matthew, he's never going to come on the show again. Dr. Stanley J. Matthew, medical director, Lutheran Living Senior Campus, good guy. He's in Cedar Rapids, helping out in Muscatine, and it was great to have him. And, of course, we had executive director Randy Rogantine on the show. She's the boss at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Stephanie Kronlage, assistant executive director, was here as well. And then to my right was our friend Kayla Beneful, who is the community liaison with Lutheran Living Senior Campus, and who you didn't see but was here with us was Nuria Strickland, who is just great. So I appreciate our friends at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. They're a sponsor of the show with the Lutheran Living Senior Campus Community Calendar. And I like everything that they do. Look at that suit. This guy, dressed to the nines, this doc over here. I got a polo on. I can't be a doctor, but if I put a suit on, do I become a doctor? They call me Dr. Love, right? To quote the Kiss song. Dr. Love. All right, we're going to get out of here. One more show tomorrow on Friday, and then the month is pretty much over. Isn't that crazy to think about? February just here and there, here and gone. And I should say, if you are watching live and you want to go eat some soup, 1 till 3 today, go to Lutheran Living Senior Campus soup fundraiser today, the 27th. But we've got a show tomorrow, Friday the 28th, and then March starts on Sunday. And it doesn't seem like March coming in like a lion. It seems like March is coming in like a lamb, the old analogy, right? 62 degrees on Sunday to kick off the month. I will 100% fire up the grill on Sunday. There's some people that have not stopped grilling. I think that's awesome, but we will be ready to roll. So thank you for watching the show. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust, Toyota Muscatine, and team staffing And yes, Steve, please, if I may, that's a great. Yeah, I need to mention that we do have that promotion, the promotion, free groceries, February 30th only. Okay, the whole store is going to be buy two get both on February 30th. Okay, check your calendars. Well, you're definitely fired. He says, I think we're both fired. Am I firing myself from the show? They're going to call from Des Moines and be like, you know that February 30th isn't a real day. And I'm going to be like, I do. That was a joke. This is a little bit of sarcasm sometimes goes a long way. All right. Thanks to everybody that's been watching online, and I appreciate it. Susan Langen's out there. You know, Susan and her husband, good people. They donated Cubs tickets to last Saturday's Louisa County Ambulance fundraiser. They're just great. Shout out to Claudia, who's out there, Faye, Red Hot, Wes, Casey, my wife, Casey, Colleen, and everybody that's been watching live. I appreciate you. If you watch on cable, if you need anything from me, Hy-Vee@gmail.com. This bottle of Kahlua is not opened. Okay, it is National Kahlua Day, and it is National Strawberry Day. Sometimes I feel like Carrot Top, the comic, because I've just got props everywhere, right? All over the place. Too many props. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at 8:30 live or at 7:30 and 10:30 on MPW cable. But for now, we are done. Goodbye, friends. February 30th, huh? You are
watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton.
Yeah,
this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.